you really have a perspective that it's a sin to pursue your own happiness and to exhibit, so another one of Ayn Rand's virtues, pride. I mean, and pride is about making something of yourself, and you can, I mean, put it very colloquially, you can look in the mirror and have a moral approval, like I'm morally good, to have that, and that takes work to achieve that. If that's regarded as a sin, then I think the whole system, political system that the Founding Fathers designed, there's something deeply problematic about it. And what you saw in the 19th and into the 20th centuries with the rise of fascism, communism, various forms of socialism, I think was targeted at, it's selfish to pursue your own happiness. And it is.
And yeah, I mean, freedom is what's, once you're talking about a society, an organized political society, I mean, what allows people to have great variations in the gods that they pray to, or whether they pray at all, and the moralities that they practice, what allows that is a common commitment to individuals' freedom. But that's I mean, truly, and this was one of the things that Ayn Rand, was really, I think, insightful on. You can't defend that idea that your life is yours and you have a right to it if you think, oh, no, it's not. It belongs to this God or that God or these people or society. It's like, so no wonder we're losing freedom. Again, that's another political conversation to have, right? But no wonder when, well, the underpinnings, the moral underpinnings are being lost.
You briefly touched on the phrase rational self-interest. Do you see is there any distinct difference between rational self-interest and selfishness? Or is it just another way of saying
I just mean them as the same, true, genuine selfishness, I mean as,
Yeah. Do you think so that's a little bit of a branding thing, right? I mean, if the word selfishness is going to scare a certain amount of people, I think rational self-interest sounds maybe a little more palatable to a certain amount of people.
It's part branding, and I think it's important that she didn't
have to sell ideas. Right?
I mean, she didn't only use selfishness; she used rational self-interest. She used pursuit of happiness and so on. So it's not like she's saying this is the term you have to use. Don't use any of these others. But I think she's using selfishness to be deliberately controversial, deliberately provocative, but in a very deep way. And that goes back to some of what we were talking about. That people's attitude is sort of, we know what selfishness means, you don't, to Ayn Rand. And her perspective is exactly the reverse. I know what it means, you don't. You lump all kinds of people together under this rubric selfish. And they're so different, and some of these people are good, and some of these people are bad. You don't really have a concept of what selfishness means. And this is how to think about it properly, and that's what she's trying to do in the book. So it's deliberately provocative, but there's a deep point about, like, I understand this better than you do, and people think the reverse.